Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. I hope you guys had a great day. So back to let you know some of the stories making the rounds right now as it concern the team. Right now there's a confirmation from CAF that every national team that qualify for the AFCON will be mandated to select at most 28 players from their initially submitted 55-man preliminary squad. As you know, I let you guys know in the previous video that Shell has also, just like all the other coaches of these nations that will be playing in AFCON, submitted his own 55-man squad, Super Eagles squad. That's the provisional squad. And then from this squad, he's going to select the final 28, which is the mags, according to CAF right now. They had a Zoom call, a meeting with all the participating nations and had some of these decisions made. So 28 players are max, but you can also go with 27 depending on what you want to go for. And then aside from that, the another decision that was made was that 17 staff members have now been allowed as the maximum for technical personnel, technical administrative personnel. You talk about the coaching staff, medical team, physio, all of them. They have to be not more than 17 members in total. So that's also what you know was discussed today. And then the team is also to arrive not more than 5 days before the opening ceremony of the African Cup of Nations. That means you cannot enter the country and stay in the country beyond 5 days before you start playing before the competition starts. And then another point discussed in this their meeting is that they have mandated that all the players that will be participating, that's the final 28 squad that will be selected, they are mandated to leave their camp in clubside by the 8th of December. And CAF has also confirmed that they have agreed on this date with FIFA, so club side don't have any right to hold any player who is going for AFCON beyond 8th of December. So that's basically what it is right now. Outside of that, a lot of things, like visas for officials, training camps, hotel, and all of that kinds of things were also discussed. But these are just the ones that I wanted to mention here because they are very important to the first team, and to the coach and the coaching staff. But we still have a couple of days. Of course, that one is going to start in December, towards the end of December. So I'll be giving you guys updates as they come out, relating to that one. And then speaking about that, Victor Osimhen is one man that we expect to make the final 28-man squad. But there's been some doubts right now about this man's availability for the Nations Cup in December. Of course, he's currently recovering from a minor muscle injury, and so far he's missed Galatasaray's 2 matches. He missed their league game, and then yesterday's UEFA Champions League game, which was very painful to the club because they lost that game. They lost the game 1-0 against Union Saint Gilloise. And Osimhen and the coach of the side came out and was complaining bitterly, talking about how it's going to be a very very big miss for them when African players start going back to their clubs, their countries to play in the African Cup of Nations. He said that this is a very crucial point or crucial stage in the league, and they're supposed to have all of their players ready and competing, but it's very sad that some people are going to leave them. He didn't mention Osimhen's name, but I know that when he was saying that, he was specifically talking about Victor Osimhen and how it's going to be a big miss for them. So, but this is what the Gala boss said after their disappointing defeat to Union Saint-Gilloise in the Champions League yesterday. He said, "We are sending players to their national teams, but they don't value them. You pay their wages, yet they use the players however they want. We will recover from our injuries, but now we are going to the African Cup again." That's what he said now. So basically, just referring to Victor Osimhen, that they are the ones paying the huge bill. They are paying the huge salary, but then Osimhen go and play for for the country, and then comes back with injury. And just when he's recovering, was when they are treating him, taking care of the expenses and everything, and he's close to returning. Now African Cup of Nations comes again, and he's going to leave and probably come back again with injury. So he's just saying that it's not fair that the clubs are shouldering all the responsibilities, all the salary, all the wages, all the medical bills, and the country is just ripping from it, and it's just not fair. That's what he's saying. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's what it is. You cannot really stop a player from going to represent their home, their country. It's the same, not just for Nigeria, but also all of the other teams that are playing, all of the other countries that are playing. Their players would also leave their club side, and it's going to be a huge void that they will leave in this club side. I heard Fabregas, complain about allowing some of his players to go to represent their countries, the Como boss. But it's what it is, and obviously they have to let them leave.